when I started applying for software dev jobs, I would get rejected all the times, wouldn't pass the technical interviews. And I'm gonna talk to you about, in this video, 3 main tips that I've learned that improved my success rates in getting offers for coding jobs. I'm actually filming today from Taipei, Taiwan, in the Zhibing walking area. Feeling a little bit kind of sick, but regardless, I still wanted to get this video out to you today. Because when I first applied for jobs, like coming right after boot camps, it was tough. I remember I would get turned down all the time. Like obviously the automated ATS rejections, but also when I did have an interview, it wasn't like, oh, if only I got the interview, I'll be set. No, even when I did get the interview, I would get rejected. I remember one time I had a technical interview and wasn't even a full-time dev, like a dev role, but like a tech support role, but you still required technical knowledge to do the job. And I did a technical interview with a manager, and doing it, he said that I wasn't able to figure something out, and he said that he had to cut the interview short and said that I wasn't ready. So I had interviews cut short because I wouldn't pass the technical interviews. And also I had interviews where I had my friends, colleagues refer me for a job, and then I'll have an interview with them, and then I wouldn't get past the technical interview. And I felt bad because I felt like that I used their social capital for them to go out there the way to refer me, put in a good word for me, only for me to not be able to pass the interview. So, and even more frustrating was that people say that, you should be learning from your mistakes from failing the technical interviews, so you wouldn't keep failing them. And I felt like I wasn't learning enough. I wasn't learning from my failures. The topics they would ask was so vast that it was tough for me to figure that all out. But I was learning, but I wasn't learning at the rate that other people who had succeeded before me. So I had to figure things out. And then one time I decided I need to get some help, and I got in touch with another engineering friend who I met online, who was in a similar situation as I am. He has a computer science degree, got a coding adjacent job, but wanted like a full-time coding job. So he was in a job hunt too, and we brainstormed and talked about ideas. So he gave me one practical advice that changed how I approach coding interviews. He told me that he would demo a live project, regardless of having them ask specifically to demo. He would have one on hand, ready to show during the interviews. Like have it up, ready to share his screen, so he can show and tell the projects that he's done. And that helped me realize like the interviewers it's hard to visualize these technical concepts without a visual supporting it. By having a demo on hand, ready to walk it through with them, and especially like a project that you've done by yourself, something that you can talk about any single line of code in it that the engineers can ask, that would significantly help you with your interviews. And that's what I did, because after my internship, I recreated a project from scratch using the same tech stack, and I had it ready to demo for all my interviews, and they liked it. They liked being able to see something, project to show them. They never gave me like a hard time of wanting to show them a project that I've done on my own. So that's the first thing of having show and tell, having a project that you want to show them. And then the second thing is that you want to ask questions, clarifying questions. If they give you a technical project to do, you can ask questions to clarify them based on any assumptions you have. I remember one project that had like a take-home project to do for a startup, and the take-home project was to build a calculator. But they had some limitations that they wanted to use, like they wanted to use like the addition subtraction stuff. They wanted you to use code that from scratch rather than using a built-in JavaScript or whatever code you want to do the algorithms. And while I did something kind of adjacent to that, but it didn't directly use the built-in calculations, but it uses something like next to it, I guess. And by doing that, I actually didn't pass the interview from them because they said that although I didn't do what they explicitly said that they can't do, it was kind of close enough to what they said that you're not allowed, that you can't do it. So I should have asked if I could do this way of making the calculations for the project, and that's where I had to learn the hard way. And finally, if you have like a take-home assignment, I learned that you want to create an outline for your code, not just code it, not just have a code. Because one of the jobs I did get an offer, they gave me a take-home project, and I didn't just code it, but I created like a visual of a design of telling you like where the data flowed. And then in my feedback, he said he liked that, and I accessibly told the CEO that he liked how I made like a visual of it to help follow the flow of data for it. So if you can make a design for your take-home projects, that will be significantly helpful for you. So those are the three main things. You have to ask questions, you have to create like a visual design or like a blueprint for your project, and have a project that you're able to demo during the interviews. So those are the main things. Stay tuned for more videos where I talk about my tech journeys, things that I've learned away that helped me become a better developer. Thank you so much for watching.